this is all what he's going to do in the future.
Mm.
He's going to, what are the different things? By fire, going to swallow the fire,
Mm.
cows. He's going to, who's that bull, right? He was going to,
Yeah,
or
the
then
bull.
Arishtasur.
Rishtasur.
Mm.
By animals with claws and teeth, such as monkeys, dogs, and cats, and by thorns. Thorns like Kansa. He will remove thorns like Kansa.
Mm.
Swords.
And in Keshi demon also he put his hand inside, so that's what putting in their mouths. He's touching their claws and teeth.
Yeah. He's going to do all this in the future. Okay. Next, who wants to read 5 verses? Okay. Go back to the beginning then.
O King Parikshit, within a very short time, both Ram and Krishna began to walk very easily in Gokul on their legs by their own strength, without the need to crawl. So they started to walk. Thereafter, Lord Krishna, along with Balram, began to play with the other children of the cowherd men, thus awakening the transcendental bliss of the cowherd woman. Observing the very attractive, childish restlessness of Krishna, all the gopis in the neighborhood, to hear about Krishna's activities again and again, would approach Mother Yashoda and speak to her as follows. Starts the butter stealing pastimes of. So as soon as Krishna started to walk, he started to steal butter. And so every day these gopis would come and share with Mother Yashoda what they are seeing and complaining about Krishna, but actually they were deriving a lot of pleasure in that.
Here it says they want to hear about Krishna's activities. Right? So all the gopis in the neighborhood to hear about Krishna's activities again and again would approach Mother Yashoda.
Yeah, maybe hearing from others also, because all gopis are speaking, right? So it's like Chitta Madgata Pran, they're all sharing what Krishna does in their home. So they come together and speak about Krishna's
So
pastimes.
Yashoda
Yeah.
will tell, or yeah,
No, Yashoda does not know because he doesn't do it in his house. He does it in his neighbor's house, right? So all the neighborhood women discuss what the Krishna did in their house.
but here they are saying that they approach Mother Yashoda. So okay, yeah, I think now he's saying now their gopis are complaining, but they are saying all the gopis in the neighborhood to hear about Krishna's activities again and again would approach Mother Yashoda and speak to her as follows.
Mm-hmm.
But Yashoda is going to hear what they are going to say, right? So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they are also hearing, right? When I speak,
yeah,
I also
that's there.
hear.
They're
When
also
others speak, I also, yeah. Our dear friend Yashoda, your son sometimes comes to our houses before the milking of the cows and he releases the calves. And when the master of the house becomes angry, your son merely smiles. Sometimes he devises some process by which he steals palatable curd, butter, and milk, which he then eats and drinks. When the monkeys assemble, he divides it with them, and when the monkeys have their bellies so full that they won't take more, he breaks the pots. Sometimes, if he gets no opportunity to steal butter or milk from a house, he will become angry at the householders, and for his revenge, he will agitate the small children by pinching them. Then, when the children begin crying, Krishna will go away. Yeah, in one verse, he's saying a lot. So, he releases the calves so that people in the house will run after the cows and the house will be empty. And so Krishna will enter the house. And when he's caught, Krishna is just like smiling and he bewilders the gopis. And the gopis, looking at the attractive face of Krishna, she lets him go. And he devises a process like he would maybe, if he's not able to climb, he throws a stone on the butter pot and the whole to which the butter falls straight in his mouth. Or he would have furniture one on top of each other, or boys will climb on top of each other and get to the butter pots on the ceilings. And he feeds so much butter to the monkeys that the monkeys say, "Oh, I'm full, I can't eat anymore." And so Krishna says, "Oh, see, your butter is so useless, even the monkeys are not eating it." And if he does not find butter in the house, he would pass stool and urine. I think this will come. He will, yeah, he will. He will be angry at the householder. He'll say that I'll bring a torch. I'll put fire to your house. If I tomorrow I'll come again if I don't find butter. And he will go to the small children of the gopis and he will pinch them or put water in their ear, and they start crying because the karma of the parents touches the child. It's your parents' karma that they didn't feed me, so you have to suffer, like that Krishna says. So Krishna is restless, attractive pastimes.
Also, another thing is, if the cows drink all the milk, then when they go to get
Mm-hmm.
for milk, right, there is no milk because the cows have drunk all the milk. Maybe that is
Right.
also there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
next verse.
When the milk and the curd are kept high on a string hanging from the ceiling and Krishna and Balram cannot reach it, they arrange to reach it by piling up various planks and turning upside down the mortar for grinding spices. Being quite aware of the contents of a pot, they poke holes in it. While the elderly gopis go about their household affairs, Krishna and Balram sometimes go into a dark room, brightening the place with the valuable jewels and ornaments on their bodies and take advantage of this light by stealing. Right. So there's a conversation, right? Why Yashoda is saying it's all your fault. You should not put the milk and curd on the floor. Put it up high on the ceiling. So they say, yeah, we do that. We put it on the ceiling, but they put things one on top of each other. You say the upside down mortar, climb on top, and then poke holes, throw stones, and then yeah, we put it in the dark room, but Krishna and Balram, they're wearing so many ornaments, jewels, which lightens up the room when they enter the room. And so, yeah, so Yashoda says, let me take these ornaments out. They say, no, 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 they look very beautiful and they don't take them out. The body itself is self-effulgent and they see everything.
But if they lock the room, dark room,
Mhm.
then Krishna will
Yeah.
come. Then
Yeah, so then that's where he does more naughty activities,
pinches the
pass the
baby.
stool and urine all over the house and go and pinches the baby.
Okay, so next that.
When Krishna is caught in his naughty activities, the master of the house will say to him, "Oh, you are a thief," and artificially express anger at Krishna. Krishna will then reply, "I'm not thief, you are a thief." Sometimes being angry, Krishna passes urine and stool in a neat and clean place in our houses. But now our dear friend Yashoda, this expert thief, is sitting before you like a very good boy. Sometimes all the gopis would look at Krishna sitting there, his eyes fearful so that his mother would not chastise him. And when they saw Krishna's beautiful face, instead of chastising him, they would simply look upon his face and enjoy transcendental bliss. Mother Yashoda would mildly smile at all this fun, and she would not Mother Yashoda would mildly smile at all this fun, and she would not want to chastise her blessed transcendental child. Yeah, so Krishna is saying that you are thief, I'm not thief. I mean, in one sense, everything belongs to Krishna. So he's not, he's a master of, he's a proprietor of everything. Um, so he's saying right that you are thief. I mean, those who are using the Krishna's property and not offering to him is a thief. And saying that the gopis are artificially expressing anger at Krishna, but internally they really want that Krishna come to their houses and do such activities that actually pleases the gopis. mind. They are getting the bliss by these activities. Um, yeah, and sometimes Krishna passes urine and stool. Um, yeah, and after doing all such naughty activities, and Krishna is behaving like a very good child and thinking like that, oh, his eyes is fearful, like in the Damodar Leela also is like he behaving like his eyes are fearful. So many contradictory emotions Krishna is showing here and is saying that, oh, I'm fearful that my mother will not chastise him. But but yeah, I mean, Krishna looks so beautiful, and Krishna, by seeing Krishna's innocent face, instead of chastising him, Mother Yashoda and other gopis are enjoying that bliss by seeing Krishna, and they don't want to chastise Krishna. Um, one day while Krishna was playing with his um, One day while Krishna was playing with his small playmates, including Balram and other sons of the Gopas, all his friends came together and lodged a complaint to Mother Yashoda. Mother, they submitted Krishna has eaten earth. So yeah, this is a pastime, eating earth fasting. Upon hearing this from Krishna's playmate, Mother Yashoda, who was always full of anxiety over Krishna's welfare, picked Krishna up with her hands to look into his mouth and chastise him. Her eyes fearful, she spoke to her son as follows. So Mother Yashoda is always in anxiety that what Krishna is, that's why she fed Krishna also like 8 times in a day, that my son will get weak, or so she always thinking about Krishna's welfare. As a pure devotees bhav is, they're always thinking of Krishna's pleasure, not their own pleasure. So yeah, she's thinking that, oh, he has eaten earth, and now she's restless to see that why he is eating dirt. It may be harmful for my son. Dear Krishna, why are you so restless that you have eaten earth in a solitary place? This complaint has been lodged against you by all your playmates, including your elder brother Balram. How is this? Lord Sri Krishna replied, my dear mother, I have never eaten dirt. All my friends complaining against me are liars. If you think they are being truthful, you can directly look into my mouth and examine it. I think there are five or many reasons that why Krishna had eaten the or earth. Um,
Yeah, the
so,
Amrendra Rao gave the recent classes. There was a class. But there are 10 reasons, or some more, maybe 13. One is because in that dust all the devotees walk. So Krishna likes to taste. Another reason they say after dirt actually cleanses, so after Putana, some poison may have been in his mouth, right? So he wanted to clean that poison with the dirt, like we clean our utensils with dirt before. In India, they do that,
mhm.
right? Still. Then what are the other reasons?
I couldn't paste it.
You pasted already, okay. Okay. I was hungry, and Earth is one of our seven mothers, so he ate from his mother. Just like, yeah. In Vraj, all devotees were very dear to Krishna and they walk on the Vraj Bhumi. He loves to take dirt from his devotees' feet. He wanted to prove to his mother that he never stole any butter, but all the gopis were complaining about his stealing. So he had dirt in his own courtyard, but still other gopis were complaining about him stealing dirt. What is this? He wanted to prove to his mother that he never stole any butter, but all the gopis who were complaining about his stealing, so he had dirt in his own courtyard, but still other stealing dirt. It's not very clear. He has been eating butter a lot. And in Ayurveda, it is said that after eating a lot of oily food, one must eat dry food. So he ate dirt. There are 3.3 billion demigods, and all of them wants Raja's dirt. And since all the demigods are in him, he fulfilled. Okay, so he's feeding all the demigods inside. They all want Raj Raj. So one poison counteracts another poison. Krishna sucked poison from Putana's breast, and to remove the remaining poison, which was still in his mouth, it's like cleaning. Mother Earth is also known as Shama or forgiveness. She forgives everyone who disrespects her or doesn't take care of her. She is very tolerant, so Krishna wants to forgive all the gopis who have been accusing him of stealing, and he wants to take shelter of someone who has so much forgiveness. So Krishna wants to forgive all the gopis for their accusations on Krishna. So he takes shelter of one who is forgiving. The earth is also known as Rasa Devi. So many fragrant flowers and so many different tasteful foods produced because of earth. So Krishna wants to taste that rasa. Mostly kids ate dirt, so Krishna is also eating to show everyone how he's behaving, just like an ordinary child. Yeah, so he's showing that he's not God, he's just an ordinary child. Krishna appears to give pleasure to his devotees, destroy the demons, and establish religious principles. So, to destroy and fight, he has to come to the mode of passion, Kshatriya quality, and grudge all the food and mode of goodness. So, he ate dirt to get energy to fight all the demons. Krishna is thinking Dvija, twice born. Two examples of Dvija are birds, which were first born as eggs and second time when they hatch. Second example is teeth. First the milk teeth and then the other teeth comes. When he came as Parshuram and killed all Kshatriyas, that's how he gave Mother Earth to the Brahmanas, who were Dvijas. And as Krishna, he couldn't find Brahmanas or birds. So he gave Mother Earth to his teeth, which are also Dvijas. Okay. Krishna says everyone faces happiness and distress in their lives. So Krishna is showing this by his example. He gets to eat all opulent food all the time, so he ate dirt. One who accepts the distress as Krishna's mercy can advance in bhakti. Yeah. Another reason, okay, it could be like, okay, if you're not giving me butter, then let me eat dirt. Because you're not giving me butter, so I will eat dirt. Is that mentioned? Maybe.
No, no. I mean, there is so much butter in Yashoda's house. He's always eating. But he prefers to, because
Steal.
then Yashoda thinks that, oh, my butter is not tasty, and that's why Krishna is going out and stealing other gopis. Yashoda is giving him butter.
Yashoda is giving a lot of butter, so okay. So then that is not a valid reason. He's not getting butter, or sometimes he's caught in his own house, right, stealing butter, and then Yashoda says, I caught you red-handed, and he says, no, no, my calf went into the butter, my toy calf. My calf was there in the. I looked into.
Yeah.
So
And
he
my
is always
hands.
afraid of stealing butter, right? That Yashoda will come and chastise him, even in his own house, right? That pillar, jewel pillar is there, and he's talking to his own
Yeah.
reflection.
And he
Don't.
also had, he was caught red handed. And then he said, you put all these jewelry on
Yeah.
me, it was burning my hand. I don't understand because Yashoda is feeding him so much. Why is he stealing in his own? It's because he was practicing. So first they say before you go out and steal another, you first have to practice in your own house.
But Yashoda should not feel uh, chastised him, right? Because he's taking butter only. Then why is Yashoda? Why is he fearful of? And Yashoda is also trying to catch him, and so okay, whatever it is, but yeah, I was
So
thinking.
one long time back, I also had that the reasons I mean almost similar that Madhuri has pasted. So I faced that some devotee in a group has shared this one. I'm sharing this here. Um, they're also talking about the 13 reasons, but a little more elaborate. That Lord Krishna told that if anyone lied more than 3 times, he should eat mud and purify his mouth.
It's the same.
Even
These are identical.
okay.
That's the first point. If one lies more or equal to, I had pasted. This is same thing.
Oh, okay then. I didn't saw that. Okay. Mhm.
Originally, Amrendra Prabhu gave class on this, and we got all the points from there.
Some Mataji recorded this, and yeah, I did not remember, but I saved it for future.
I heard the class. Amrendra Prabhu.
Mhm. Was it in Columbus?
Yeah, I think he gave in Columbus.
Hmm. Yeah, I was not there at that time.
That time we were not recording, so
Hmm.
okay. So, so Krishna ate dirt. So many reasons, and Umakant Prabhu has shared that something here. Ticket to Goloka, accept a bona fide spiritual master, chant at least 16 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra daily, follow the four regular principles, read, practice in Krishna, share Krishna consciousness. I promise that I will take you back home. To God. Okay. But there are so many give up material desires also. Right? Because chanting can be in different categories. It is not
You,
just doing chanting, but chanting without offenses, right? Shuddha Nam will give you Krishna Prem. And as long as you have material desires, you have to come back in this world with another material body. That's what I was asking Dravida Prabhu yesterday about Giriraj Swami. That Prabhupada says
mhm.
70%.
Meaning the guru helps you get up. So, like we say that in bhakti process, there is endeavor and mercy, right? A person fallen in the well, thrown the rope. You try to hold on to the rope with your endeavor, but then there is guru's mercy that comes and pulls you up. So, 60% we do and 40% Prabhupada's mercy, like that. Together, it becomes 100%. But we have to become fully pure to go back, not that we have 60% we are done and 40% material desires are left.
Yeah. Other places Prabhupada says as long as you have material desires, you get a material body. Other
Mhm.
lectures it
Yeah,
says like that. As even a slight tinge of material desires, Krishna will
mhm.
give you a material body.
Yeah, correct. One has to become fully pure, but Guru's mercy comes to make us pure.
Yeah, and mercy means you have to follow. Prabhupada says, my mercy is that I have given you my instructions, now you have to follow them. And so there are so many instructions. So we can't do everything at once and it may not be possible. But like here it says,
See, mercy has also come in like having devotee association with having festivals and having prasadam, right? So it becomes easy with the association of devotees. Like Prabhupada has built these temples and having festivals and retreats, and it becomes easy for us to become purified, right?
yeah, that's there. All this uh, association of devotees, and we came to this. It's all Krishna's mercy on us. Sometimes they say, yeah, mercy has come now. How will you utilize? They say, Nrideham Adyam Sulabham Sudurlabham. You've got everything. Now, after getting everything, if you don't cross, means if you don't utilize it very nicely, means, yeah, avoiding offenses and all these things. So yeah, both are there, mercy and our own intention. Okay. So we have to give up material desires. Prajahati yada kaman Prajahati yada kam.
सर्वन् पार्थमनुगतान् आत्मनेवात्मनतुष्ट स्थितप्रज्ञतदोच्यते.
Krishna is saying, it's an instructive verse, right? He's telling you give up. And for giving up also we need mercy of Krishna. So we have to pray to Krishna. That's where mercy comes. Of course, we have a desire to give up, and then mercy is also there. Because I am conditioned, I cannot give up on my own. So we have to pray to Krishna. And then Krishna will see, oh, you want this? Okay. Yathamam prapadyante. You want this? Okay, I will take away your material desire. So that is also there. So we have our part to play also. In praying to Krishna, as Prahlad Maharaj prayed, right? Oh, Nrsimhadev, please remove all the material desires from the core of my heart. So, okay, so where are we? Anybody like to say anything? I heard some noise.
Yeah, I was Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I was trying to say the maximum mercy comes by our own endeavor to go in the right direction, using our intelligence in a um in I mean we are all very intelligent actually as a human beings. We have that privilege of being in having a advanced consciousness. Um, and but we use our intelligence in the direction of our desires instead of using it for the Krishna consciousness, and that is all.
So Krishna also gives us intelligence. He says if we engage in his service, if we chant Hare Krishna
Yes,
and like that.
right.
Dadami, what is that verse?
ददामि बुद्धिकोशं
Beloved.
सततयुक्तान् भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकान् ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मां
Buddhi buddhi matam asmi. Tejas tejas vinamaham. Also Krishna says I am the intelligence of the intelligent. So he will give us intelligence also. So we are dependent on Krishna, yeah, for everything. But we can only desire, right? They say.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, yeah. And when we hear devotees, right, Shastra, that is when you get intelligence. This is also Krishna speaking to us in the form of Bhagavatam. Okay, so where uh, did we? Who was reading? I forgot who was reading.
I think
I was
Preeti
reading.
or one more verse, I guess.
Uh, okay.
Naham bhakshitavanamba. Oh mother, naham bhakshita. I have not eaten. Okay. Sarve mithyabhi sanshinaha. All others are saying false. Yadi satya giras tarhi. If it is true, samaksham pashyame mukham. So Krishna is only saying. Okay, let's read this.
I read the 35th. Do I need to read the 36?
Okay, so 5 verses you read. Okay. If you think they are being truthful, you can directly look. Yashoda doesn't say, right? It's Krishna is saying.
Mhm.
You can directly look into my mouth and examine it. Sometimes you say Yashoda, okay, if you have not eaten that, Yashoda is saying, okay, open your mouth. But here it's saying if you think they are being truthful.
So Krishna is outright telling a lie. And he's saying that his friends are actually liars. So that is a Virodhabhas. He is absolute truth, speaking Bhagavad Gita, and all the words from Krishna's mouth are absolute truth. But in Vrindavan, Krishna is lying.
And he probably doesn't expect that his mother will say, open your mouth, but she will say.
And he's taking time to, I think, chew the dust and swallow it. Right, Amrinda Prabhu was saying. Till she comes to the point of seeing it in the mouth.
But she doesn't see the dirt, right? She just see the universal form in the mouth. She doesn't see the dirt, but yeah, that whole thing, whether he's eaten dirt or not, Yashoda gets bewildered just looking at the so everything else, whether he's guilty or innocent, that is okay. So next verse. I'll read. Mother Yashoda challenged Krishna, if you have not eaten earth, then open your mouth wide. So she said, yes, open. When challenged by his mother in this way, Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, to exhibit pastimes like a human child, opened his mouth. I'm sure there are many commentaries from acharyas to make it more with flavors. Although the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, who is full of all opulences, did not disturb his mother's parental affection, his opulence was automatically displayed, for Krishna's opulence is never lost at any stage, but is manifest at the proper time. Okay, so he's going to show his opulence. When
So
Krishna,
in this verse that you read, there Yashoda is saying, if you've not written, then open your mouth. So that is correct also.
but Krishna is
Both are
saying,
the
yes, if you think they are truthful, then you can directly look into my mouth and see it. And Krishna says, okay, if you have not eaten earth, then open. Okay, that is also there. Yeah. Okay, if you're not, then show me. Okay, that's also there. Both. Okay, next verse. When Krishna opened his mouth, verse 39, okay, by the order of Mother Yashoda, she saw within his mouth all moving and non moving entities, outer space and all directions, along with mountains, islands, oceans, the surface of the earth, and the blowing wind, fire, the moon, and stars. She saw the planetary systems, water, light, air, sky, and creation by transformation of Ahankara. She also saw the senses, the mind, sense perception, and the three qualities goodness, passion, and ignorance. She saw the time allotted for the living entities, saw natural instinct and reactions of karma. She saw desires and different varieties of bodies, moving and non moving, seeing all these aspects of the cosmic manifestation along with herself and Vrindavan Dham. She's seeing herself also. And she became doubtful and fearful of her son's nature. Okay. So many things must be moving inside Krishna's mouth. She's seeing all these planetary systems and all. Okay, Mother Yashoda began to argue. Now she's thinking what is going on. Argue within herself. Is this a dream or is it an illusory creation by the external energy? Am I seeing a dream or is it some Maya? Has this been manifested by my own intelligence or is it some mystic power of my child? Okay, she's thinking she's hallucinating or what it is, or he has some mystic power. Okay, next we'll read 41 onwards. Who was
I
it?
can read.
Okay.
Therefore, let me surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead and offer my obeisances unto Him, who is beyond the conception of human speculation, the mind, activities, words, and arguments, who is original cause of this cosmic manifestation, by whom the entire cosmos is maintained, and by whom we can conceive of its existence. Let me simply offer my obeisances, for He is beyond my contemplation, speculation, and meditation. He is beyond all of my material activities.
She wants to offer respects to God, surrender to God. Something strange is happening, so she's taking shelter of Supreme Lord. Another thing is that, God cannot be known by words and arguments. You cannot find out God. Only God can be known by what?
bhakti, devotion.
Bhakti. Yeah. You have to surrender to God. Then only He will reveal. Bhakti. Sharanagati is the first. Yeah. So, okay, so the next.
It is my the influence of the Supreme Lord's Maya that I am wrongly thinking that Nanda Maharaj is my husband, that Krishna is my son, and that because I am the queen of Nanda Maharaj, all the wealth of cows and calves are my possessions, and all the cowherd men and their wives are my subjects. Actually, I also am eternally subordinate to Supreme Lord. He is my ultimate shelter.
Okay. Any comments on this?
This is humility, right? In front of the whole universe, when she sees the whole universe, she says, I'm very insignificant. I was thinking I was great. I was the queen of Vrindavan. I have so much wealth, right? So, more you understand the greatness of Krishna, more you understand the insignificance of ourselves. I'm very insignificant. Humble, become humble.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so actually, it's also for us. We are thinking, this is mine, this is my son, this is my husband, my wife. But no, nothing is ours actually. Why nothing is ours? Because if it was ours, then we should be able to keep it with us.
Mhm.
Right.
But we can't keep anything with us. So how it is ours? It is there for some time. We say, oh, this is, and it is not ours also because if something is ours, we should have control over it. But if it, I say it's my body, but I have no control, though it's not ours in that way also. Because, like, if I own something, right, a factory or something, then I should be able to um, control that factory, what's going on inside the factory. It's my factory. So, similarly, this body we say is ours, but we don't know when cancer will start in the body, when kidney will fail, when there'll be a stroke. So, and other bodies are also not ours because we have no control over their bodies also. And their minds also, right? Because people behave the way they want, right? You may say, my child should do like this, and the child may do something completely different. Or when they grow up, may not be exactly how you want them to be. So it's like that. So it's not yours in that way also. Okay.
So Mother Yasoda, by the grace of Lord, could understand the real truth. But then again, the Supreme Master, by the influence of the internal potency, Yog Maya, inspired her to become absorbed in the intense maternal affection for her son.
Okay, so she started thinking, okay, my son is just an ordinary son. He's not some great personality, mystic. Okay.
Immediately forgetting Yog Maya's illusion that Krishna had shown the universal form within his mouth, Mother Yasoda took her son on her lap as before, feeling increased affection in her heart for her transcendental child.
Okay, she forgot. And this is the
The glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are studied through the three Vedas, the Upanishad, the literature of Sankhya Yoga, and the other Vaishnava literature. Yet, Mother Yasoda considered that Supreme Person her ordinary child.
this is what this verse is.
Paribhasha Sutra of the 10th canto.
The Acharyas, I think Jiva Goswami or who has said that this is the defining verse, Paribhash Sutra of the 10th canto of the Bhagavad. So Krishna has become an ordinary child of Yashoda. Okay, even though he is glorified in the three Vedas, he is above everything, and that Supreme Lord has become. Okay, so we'll next who will read next five?
I'll read. Having heard of the great fortune of Mother Yashoda, Parikshit Maharaj inquired from Sukhdev Goswami, O learned Brahmana, Mother Yashoda's breast milk was sucked by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What past auspicious activity did she and Nanda Maharaj perform to achieve such perfection in ecstatic love? So Parikshit Maharaj is asking now about Yashoda Maya and Nanda Maharaj. Although Krishna was so pleased with Vasudeva and Devaki that he descended as their son, they could not enjoy Krishna's magnificent childhood pastime, which are so great that simply chanting about them vanquishes that contamination of the material world. Nand Maharaja and Yashoda, however, enjoyed this pastime fully, and therefore their position is always better than that of Vasudeva and Devaki. Yep. So, but they say, Prabhu, right? There are two Krishnas, right? One which somewhere we heard that, right?
Yeah. Somebody like to say what are the two Krishnas?
Devaki gave birth to Krishna. 400. That's the Vasudev Krishna. And Yashoda gave birth to Krishna. That is the Yashoda Krishna. And when Vasudeva was carrying the baby from the prison to Yashoda, those two boys merged. So that's when Akrura comes to take Krishna, and we see there is that ghat. What's that ghat's name? Where he see that form of Vishnu and all the demigods. So
Akrura Ghat.
Akrura Ghat, yeah. So he what he takes. So Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. So Yashoda Krishna stayed in Vrindavan. What went out of Vrindavan for further leelas in Mathura Dwarka is the Vasudev Krishna.
Mm.
But here he's saying that they didn't enjoy the childhood pastimes of Krishna. Vasudev and Devaki. That's why they're not very fortunate, because these are very sweet pastimes that Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba got to see. So how come they got that such fortune?
Hmm.
48. Sukhdev Goswami said, to follow the orders of Lord Brahma, Drupa, the best of the Vasus, along with his wife Dhara, spoke to Lord Brahma is in this way. And this is the pastime of Yashoda Maya thing.
Drona and Dara, yeah.
Drona and Dara said, please permit us to be born on the planet Earth so that after our appearance, the Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead, the Supreme Controller and Master of all planets, will also appear and spread devotional service, the ultimate goal of life, so that those born in the material world may very easily be delivered from the miserable condition of materialistic life by accepting their devotional service. Mm.
So they prayed to the.
To Brahma, right? And Brahma said, yes, let it be so. The most fortunate Dropa, who was equal to Bhagavata, appeared in Rajpuri Vrindavan as the most famous Nanda Maharaj, and his wife Dhara appeared as Mother Yashoda.
Okay, so there are only two more verses. You may want to finish. Yes, we'll just finish this.
Okay. Thereafter, O Maharaj Parikshit, best of the Bhartas, when the Supreme Personality of Godhead became the son of Nand Maharaj and Yashoda, they maintained continuous, unsavouring devotion, love, and parental affection, and in their association, all the other inhabitants of Vrindavan, the gopis, the gopas and gopis, developed the culture of Krishna Bhakti. Thus, the Supreme Personality, Krishna, along with Balrama, lived in Rajbhumi, Vrindavan, just to substantiate the benediction of Brahma. By exhibiting different pastime in his childhood, he increased the transcendental pressure of Nanda and the other inhabitants of Vrindavan. So if Lord Brahma knew all this and he gave them boon to be born, then again he got bewildered, right?
You're talking about the Brahma Vimohan Leela?
Yeah.
Yeah. One Acharya says he got bewildered because when they all went to
Forest.
the what is that? The
Mm-hmm.
ocean of milk, and they prayed, right? That oh, Kans is disturbing us and all the other kings like Jarasan, they're creating a lot of havoc. Then Vishnu told them, I will appear soon in the Yadu dynasty, and you also all appear in the demigod family. So,
Mhm.
or in the Yadu dynasty, all you demigods. So, all of them went with Brahma. So, Brahma passed on the message to the demigods, but he himself did not follow. So, he got bewildered. That's one Acharya says, like that Vishnu Acharya. And there may be other reasons also why.
And he saw, right, how Krishna was stealing and eating jhutha of his
Hmm.
friends and eating charge from their mouth. And he was saying, this is the Supreme Lord. But how could he do such a thing? I mean, for the Supreme Lord, everything is to be very carefully done, right? You don't taste the prasad before offering and like that.
Yeah.
That bewildered him when
Yes.
he was eating jhutha.
Yeah, they were all on the bank of Yamuna after killing Aghasur. They were all sitting on the bank of Yamuna, the cowherd boys, and they were eating like friends. Yeah. So Brahma doesn't know much about maybe how friends, Krishna is a friend, how he acts. So he got bewildered. How is
Mhm.
this supreme? So there is a nice picture. Brahma is on the swan, and there are all the cowherd boys on the bank of Yamuna, and Brahma is watching. So, so he wanted to test out whether is this the supreme Lord. So then all the pastime happened. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah.
So the difference between Drona and Dhara and Prishni and Sutapa. Drona and Dhara, like yes, Yashoda and Nandamar, they're Nitya Siddhas.
Hmm. Drona and Dhara entered into there, right? It is described there.
They entered and see their reasoning of why they want to come to this earth so that other people will get benefited, right? That the material world will be delivered if we go to earth and have Krishna as our son.
Yeah, that's what he says. So that those born in material world may very easily be delivered from the miserable condition of material life by accepting this devotional service.
Yeah. So yeah, we say for Devaki and Vasudeva, like Prishni and Sutapa, it was a material desire. They wanted to have a son like Krishna. And Krishna says there cannot be anybody else like me. This was not a yeah, for them it was a very spiritual desire and for the benefit of everybody.
Okay, so there is also Digdarshini Tika on this, not Digdarshini Tika, Sarartha Darshini. See, by
This is 7th canto. You have to open the 10th canto.
oh, this is seventh canto. Okay, so library. This is tenth canto.
Last one on this, yeah.
This is 8th chapter. Let's go to that verse of Drone and Dara, which is verse number 40. Wait, better way to go. Okay, 36. Okay, since Krishna also drank Devaki's milk, it is mentioned here. This is Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Because before Krishna came from the jail to Gokul, Devaki fed him also. And that's why later on, when who were the 6 children of Devaki, they were being fed by Devaki. They are drinking the, what they say, the Mahaprasad.
Mahaprasad.
So, yeah, so since Krishna also drank Devaki's milk, what is the difference between her and Yashoda? Because this verse talks about that, or the previous verse, how fortunate that Krishna drank the milk of Yashoda. This verse answers by saying that Devaki and Vasudeva were famous in our family, could not enjoy with their eyes Krishna's joyful childhood pastimes. So previously it says, yeah, so there is difference. The word Udara also indicates that Rohini, who took the role of Balram's mother, and the gopis who acted as Krishna's mothers during the stilling of the cows were not excluded from seeing Krishna's joyful childhood pastimes, whereas Vasudeva and Devaki were. Okay, doesn't say about Drona and Dara much. Because Krishna's appearance and his childhood pastimes are eternal, Nanda and Yashoda should also be Nitya Siddha, eternally liberated associates of the Lord. A sadhana siddha is not qualified to attain the same post as Nanda and Yashoda. So we cannot become Yashoda. We cannot become Nanda Maharaj. That is not possible because they are Nitya Siddha. So sadhana siddhas cannot, of course we can have the same Vatsalya bhav, but we cannot become them. Knowing this and that his answer should be suitable to devotional nature of the question, Shukdev replied to King Parikshit with an indifferent attitude. Following the order of Brahma means the order to appear as Gopas and Gopis in Vrindavan. See. Okay, that's the verse. Please permit us to be born on the planet. This verse refers to their future lives. Mahadeve means one who has great pastimes. Dron and Dhara would be Dron and Dhara, or it's not Dhara, it's Dhara. What is it in Bhagavatam? Dhara. It is Dhara, not Dhara. The A, long A is at the end. Dron and Dhara would be born on earth where the Lord would appear. Vishveshwara means the Lord who maintains full power though appearing within the material universe. According to a statement of Uddhav in Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna, the master of Narayan Brahma, appeared along with his plenary portions such as Mahavishnu, Matsya and Kurma. In other words, Krishna is Purna or full. Hari means one who steals the mind. According to the logic of seeing the results, one can infer the cause. Okay. In this way, Drona and Dhara performed pure sadhana bhakti and prayed for pure prema bhakti. It was different from the bhakti of Rishni and Sutapa, who performed bhakti mixed with Australian yoga. This was explained previously. The result of their bhakti was also seen. So Drona was born in Braj as Nanda, and Dhara was born as Yashoda. Actually, it should be understood that Drona and Dhara, who were sadhana siddhas, entered into the Nitya Siddha forms of Nanda and Yashoda at that time. Okay, so Nitya Siddha, Yashoda and Nandas, they entered into that form. Okay, that's how. Okay, so we'll read some verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. How come it came to Chinchit? Okay. Okay. Okay, where is the contents?
You're on 6, 19, 12.
Okay, that helps. Okay, so what is happening? Is describing what he should do. How this Pumsavan, okay, Vrat should be performed. My Lord, you are the master of the energy, and therefore you are the supreme person. You are sacrifice, Yagna personified. Lakshmi, the embodiment of spiritual activities, is the original form of worship offered unto you, whereas you are the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Okay, next verse. Mother Lakshmi, who is here, is the reservoir of all spiritual qualities, whereas you manifest and enjoy all these qualities. Indeed, you are actually the enjoyer of everything. You live as the super soul of all living entities, and the goddess of fortune is the form of their bodies, senses, and minds. She also has a holy name and form, whereas you are the support of all such names and forms and the cause for their manifestation. Okay, so let's see what Prabhupada says. So what happened? Is it yeah? This is how the Pumsavan's Vrat should be.
1 month's chant.
Yeah. Okay. With Lakshmi, Narayan with Lakshmi, one should worship. Madhvacharya, the Acharya of the Tattvavadis, has described this verse in the following way. Vishnu is described as Yagna personified, and Mother Lakshmi is described as spiritual activities and the original form of worship. In fact, they represent spiritual activities and the super soul of all Yagna. Lord Vishnu is the super soul even of Lakshmi Devi. But no one can be the super soul of Lord Vishnu, for Lord Vishnu himself is the spiritual super soul of everyone. According to Madhvacharya, so we understand it's the internal energy of the Lord. Lakshmi Devi is the internal. According to Madhvacharya, there are two tattvas or factors. One is independent, another is dependent. The first tattva is the Supreme Lord Vishnu, and the second is Jiva tattva. Lakshmi Devi, being dependent on Lord Vishnu, is sometimes counted among the Jivas. The Gaudiya Vaishnavas, however, describe Lakshmi Devi in accordance with the following two verses from the Prameya Ratnavali of Baldev Vidyabhushan. O best of the Brahmanas, Lakshmi Ji is the constant companion of the Supreme Personality of God Vishnu, and therefore she is called Annapayini. There's one devotee by this name, Annapayini. She is the mother of all creation. As Lord Vishnu is all pervading, his spiritual potency, Mother Lakshmi, is also all pervading. Lord Vishnu has three principal potencies: internal, external, and marginal. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has accepted Parashakti, the spiritual energy of the Lord, as being identical with the Lord. Thus, she is also included in the independent Vishnu Tattva. Okay, this is all describing what is Lakshmi Devi. Okay. In the Kanti Mala commentary on the Prameya Ratnavali, there is this statement, big statement. Although some authoritative Vaishnava disciplic succession count the goddess of fortune among the ever liberated living entities, Jivas in Vaikuntha, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in accordance with the statement in the Vishnu Puran, has described Lakshmi as being identical with Vishnu Tattva. The correct conclusion, so some say she is a Jiva Tattva, some say she is Vishnu Tattva. The correct conclusion is that the descriptions of Lakshmi as being different from Vishnu are stated when an eternally liberated living entity is imbued with the quality of Lakshmi. They do not pertain to Mother Lakshmi, the eternal consort of Lord Vishnu. So, like in some gopis, maybe some are internal energy of the Lord, some are jivas who have become gopis, right? So those, they are also called Lakshmis, right? Krishna is served by thousands of Lakshmis. So gopis are also kind of Lakshmis, but there is difference between the different gopis, right? There are Nitya Siddha gopis who are the internal energy of the Lord, and then there are jivas who can become gopis. So there is some difference between that. Okay, that's what it's saying.
Yeah, Lakshmi also expansion of Srimati Radharani. But this Lakshmi could not enter into Ras Leela. And we went to that Lakshmi temple where Lakshmi is performing austerity.
Yeah.
The Bhandivan, Bhadravan,
Bilvavan, Belvan.
Bilvavan. Yeah.
Okay. You are both the supreme rulers and benedictors of the three worlds. Therefore, my Lord Uttam Shloka, may my ambitions be fulfilled by your grace. Okay, so praying to Lakshmi Narayan like that. You are the benedictor of the three worlds. Shri Shukdev Goswami continued. Thus, one should worship Lord Vishnu, who is known as Srinivas. Nivas means residence, and Shri means Lakshmi. He has Lakshmi on his chest as the Srivatsa. So one should worship Lord Vishnu, who is known as Srinivas, along with Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, by offering prayers according to the process mentioned above. After removing all the paraphernalia of worship, one should offer them water to wash their hands and mouths. And then one should worship them again. So in this age, we don't have to do so much. Just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And offer simple lamb and flower and incense. And there's a nice verse. As our love for Lord Chaitanya increases, our attraction for Radharani also increases. Yatha Yatha Gaura Padar Vinde. See, you will find this verse. So the Yuga Avatar is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we are supposed to worship the Yuga Avatar. And then automatically our, where is that verse? Prabodhananda Saraswati. Yeah. Yatha Yatha Gaura Padar Vinde. Vindite Bhaktim Krita Punya Rasi. Tatha Tathot Sarpati Hridi Akasmat. Radha Padam Bhoja Sudam Rasi. To the extent we can give ourselves fully to Sri Gauranga, a flood of ever increasing Radha Dasyam, Guru Bhakti will awaken within our heart. As much as we can devote ourselves to the lotus feet of Sri Gauranga, we will receive the divine service of Srimati Radharani in Vrindavan. So, because Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Radharani with heart of Radharani only. And to get the mercy of Lord Gauranga, we have to get the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Like that. Heno
And
Nitai
to get the
Bine
mercy of mm,
Nityananda, we have to get the mercy of Srila
mm,
Prabhupada. The Goswamis, then Prabhupada, like that.
mm.
Heno Nitai Bine Bhai Radha Krishna Pai Denai. So Nityananda Prabhu's appearance day is coming up. And sing this song, Nitai Pada Kamala. To sing the song, Nitai Pada Kamala.
I can sing. निताय पद कमला कोटि चंद्र सुशीतला जे छाय जगत जुराय हे नो निताय बीने भाई राधा कृष्ण पाइते नाय दृढ़ कोरी धरो निताय पाय से संबंध नाही जरा वृथा जन्मा गेलो तारा सेई पशु बड़ो दुराचारा निताय ना बोलेलो मुखे माझिलो संसार सुखे विद्याकुले की करे बेतार अहंकारे मत होया निताय पद पशरिया असत्य रे सत्य कोरी मानी निताय करुणा होबे ब्रजे राधा कृष्ण पाबे धरो निताय चरण दुखानी निताय चरण सत्या ताहार सेवक नित्या निताय पद सदा करो आशा नरोत्तम बड़ो दुखी निताय मोरे करो सुखी राखो रंगा चरणेर पाशा.
Okay, anyway, we went to Nityananda Prabhu. We can read this translation.
The lotus feet of Lord Nityananda are a shelter where one will get the soothing moonlight, not only of one but of millions of moons. If the world wants to have real peace, it should take shelter of Lord Nityananda. Unless one takes shelter under the shade of lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, it would be very difficult for him to approach Radha Krishna. If one actually wants to enter into the dancing party of Radha Krishna, he must firmly catch hold of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Anyone who has not established his relationship with Nityananda Prabhu is understood to have spoiled his valuable human birth. Such a human being is actually an uncontrollable animal because he never uttered the holy name of Nityananda. He has become merged into so-called material happiness. What can his useless education and family tradition do to help him? Being maddened after false prestige and identification with the body, one is thinking, oh, what is Nityananda? What can he do for me? I don't care. The result is that he is accepting something false to be truth. If you actually want to approach the association of Radha Krishna, you must first achieve the mercy of Lord Nityananda. When he is merciful towards you, then you will be able to approach Radha Krishna. Therefore, you should firmly grasp the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. The lotus feet of Nityananda are not illusion, they are a fact. One who engages in the transcendental loving service of Nityananda is also transcendental, always trying to catch the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. This Narottam Das is very unhappy. Therefore, I am praying to Lord Nityananda to make me happy. My dear Lord, please keep me close to your lotus feet. So Nitya Ananda, he is always happy. Right? So Narottam Das says, I also want to be happy. So I have to take there. And it was Raghunath Das Goswami who was trying to run towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but unless he got the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, he could not join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
And
That's one
Krishna
example.
Das Kaviraj Goswami also, right? He was instructed by Lord Nityananda Prabhu in his dream.
Even Vrindavan Das Thakur wrote Chaitanya Bhagavat. Nityananda Prabhu is a spiritual master.
So Preme Matta Nityananda Kripa Avatar.
Mm.
Uttama adhama kichu
Then
na
the
karne.
help. Mm.
Okay, so that's how he's intoxicated with love of God. So Nityananda Prabhu. So I was
Mm.
hearing yesterday night, but I slept off. But we can hear one lecture on Keshav Maharaj and Nityananda. So we will stop with this. Okay, should be my history. Nityananda Trayodashi, let's see what he says. And I was looking for HVAC, so now I'm getting ads of that. How intelligent is Google? They're showing me all the ads that I'm. Okay, so let's see.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nityananda Prabhu can make up It's a great day of hope. One time, His Holiness Japa Thakur Maharaj was giving a class on Nityananda Prabhu and someone put their hand up and said, Maharaj, how can I get the mercy